and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Spirit of the Youth Empowered. Circle Nation School in Wapaton, North Dakota is now accepting employee and student applications for the upcoming school year. The mission of Circle Nation School is to build academic achievement and foster healthier development of the whole child in an intertribal environment in grades 4 through 8. For more information, please visit our website at circlenations.org or find us on Facebook or Instagram. Come join the Circle Nations family. It's a school experience and a life experience. Spirit of the Youth Empowered.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make,
cha-ching,
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Watch me. Watch me shine with every snap. Born to move fans, to cheer and clap. 2 different legs, that's how I play. One built from science to help me on the deck. Between these lines, I'm all heart and muscle. Don't stare too long, you'll miss the hustle. Watch me. Pioneers in prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Watch me. Watch me pirouette with style and grace. An open floor of inspiration. This is my place. 5 positions to start, leotard and tights. A story through movement, under music and lights. Straight and tall, they promised I'd stand. I'm a ballerina who twirls like the blades of a fan. Watch me. Innovative scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
The Hoopster, North Dakota Boys and Girls Basketball Preview. The Hoopster and Miss Hoopster provide information on all North Dakota boys and girls basketball teams in every high school division for the upcoming season. Find out who's playing, get to know all the top returning athletes, and check out North Dakota high school basketball past and present record holders, along with other information the Hoopster and Miss Hoopster has to offer. If your organization is interested in reaching North Dakota basketball fans, the Hoopster offers a variety of advertising packages. For more information, visit indiehoopster.com or visit the Hoopster on Facebook or X. We'll see you on the court.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Watch me. Here I stand on my own 2 feet. Jump shot intact, here to compete. Skilled hands were there to mend the bone. From loving halls that brought me home. My world stopped with a drive through the lane. Now give me the ball. You'll remember my name. Watch me. Orthopedic excellence at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
I'm here to personally invite you
to join First Community Credit Union. I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same? No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
great rates
and less fees.
So come see why life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Mayville State University here at the campus of Mayville State University, Mayville, North Dakota. We've got some Shrine football games coming up here for you. We got the North Dakota Shrine football game, the All-Star game between the East and the West, and the first one up is going to be the 11-man squads, and then later tonight we'll have the 9-man squads here after the completion of this game at approximately 6 p.m. Welcome, everybody, to the pregame show, and that's brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Make sure you check them out for all your insurance needs. Farmers Union Insurance. We want to thank them for jumping on board here and being a part of the Shrine All-Star football game contests. Good afternoon, everybody, again, and welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. And those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, my name is Joe Schreiner, and I'm joined high above the stadium here with Brian Watson. B-Dub, good afternoon.
How we doing, Joe?
We got some football after we had some weather last night.
A little bit of weather last night, right?
Man, we took off of town here and went and got some coffee this morning, and we saw a few big branches down in town here.
Yeah, there was a lot down in town, and I guess there was some pretty strong winds outside of here. So, yeah, I came in and I pulled off at 29, and there was nothing until I thought
you brought it with you.
I thought it was like the Munsters or something. This was the only place it was raining. So,
well, and with that said, and all joking aside, we want to send our condolences, thoughts, and prayers down to the families in Enderlin that were affected by the tragedy down there last night, and it's a sad deal. Everybody here was safe and sound. They were down in the bunkers, if you will, down in one of the dorms.
I kind of slept right through it.
I did too.
Yeah, we were pretty tired after setting up for the banquet. So
setting up for the banquet. Yeah. I was at a golf tournament, and you were at a camp all day.
Yeah,
so.
we had a busy day yesterday. So, but we're here and we're ready to go.
Again, our thoughts and prayers with everybody out in Enderlin, North Dakota, and we got the color guard lining up here. We got Adam Schreiner on the camera today. Our buddy Chad Affield. We got to wish him well too. Chad unable to be with us today after he had minor surgery a couple days ago. So Chad, get well soon. I'm sure you're watching. And Adam and B-Dub will run the cameras, and we'll get things handled.
We're going to do it the best that we can.
All right, our pregame show, again, is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Our pregame show, check them out for all your insurance needs, Farmers Union Insurance. We got some special stuff here planned today, B-Dub. In a little bit, of course, we're going to have the national anthem, and the players will line up and do the introductions here. But then at halftime, we're going to have a halftime guest, and Paige will be our halftime guest. And that'll be a fun interview. She did a great speech today at the banquet and did a nice job with that. And,
yeah, it'll be nice to hear her story again. We had some audio issues in the gym early during her speech, so it'll be nice to talk to her.
Yep.
and hear what she has to say.
So what do you want to do? Take a short break, and then we'll come back in a minute here, and then we'll do the rest of the pregame show and the national anthem and introductions?
Yeah, let's do that. We're still waiting for the East to come out here.
Yeah, they were out here earlier.
Yeah, the West is wearing white, and they're on the field already.
Yep.
I hope the East knows they have a game today. So.
All right, let's take a break, and this is your Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. And I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson. This is Three Borders Sports Network. We'll be back with the 11-man introductions and the national anthem coming up next.
The greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Spirit of the Youth Empowered. Circle Nation School in Wapaton, North Dakota is now accepting employee and student applications for the upcoming school year. The mission of Circle Nation School is to build academic achievement and foster healthier development of the whole child in an intertribal environment in grades 4 through 8. For more information, please visit our website at circlenations.org or find us on Facebook or Instagram. Come join the Circle Nations family. It's a school experience and a life experience. Spirit of the Youth Empowered.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Hey there. So we
Good afternoon and welcome to Jerome Berg Field on the beautiful campus of Mayville State University to today's North Dakota All-Star Shrine football game. pause for just 1 second while the coin toss is finished. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to salute the flag of our nation. We ask that you please rise as the colors are being presented today by the American Legion, Leon Mosier, Post 8. The color guard consists of Harlan Johnson, Alan Kavili, Richard Peterson, and Kevin Ling. We ask that you remain standing until the colors have been retired from the field. We now ask that you remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention while Triplicity sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now let's meet our players. First, for the 11-man East in the blue jerseys, 2, Jack Cassette from West Fargo. Number 3, Talon Thorson from Harvey Wells County. Number 4, Isaac Spellhog from Kindred. Number 5, Hunter Bindez from Kindred. Number 6, Josh Bickett from Carrington. Number 7, Malachi Wermeyer from Fargo Davies. Number 8, Khalil Aberduran from Botno. Number 9, Braden Olson from West Fargo Cheyenne. Number 10, Cody Ambley from Langdon area Munich. Number 11, Mason Johnson from West Fargo Horace. Number 12, Cooper Bryant from West Fargo Cheyenne. Number 14, Tyler Swang from Harvey Wells County. Number 15, Axel Anderson from West Fargo Horace. Number 16, Chris Titus from Oaks. Number 17, Cale Pearson from Central Cass. Number 18, Keaton Dawkin from Fargo South. Number 19, Liam Wicklow from Fargo Davies. Number 20, Cale Saig from Harvey Wells County. Number 21, Kalen Swenson from Kindred. Number 22, Casey Mashexi from Dilworth, Glendon Felton. Number 34, Ray Dusick from Grand Forks, Red River. Number 44, Trayton Mock from Wapaton. Number 52, Sam Olson from West Fargo. Number 54, Parker Tapson from Lisbon. Number 55, Jack Miller from Fargo North. Number 56, Holden Deutsch from Fargo Shanley. Number 62, Trey Steckler from Fargo Davies. Number 67, Amari Francis from Devils Lake. Number 69, Lucas Grove from West Fargo. Number 72, Riley Lang from Fargo Davies. Number 75, Messi Kalende from East Grand Forks. Number 76, Jake Foss from Grand Forks Red River. Number 77, Nevin Daly from Park River area. Number 81, Cale Thompson from Lake Park Audubon. Number 82, Blake Johnson from West Fargo Horace. Number 87, Harper Schultz from Fargo North. And number 89, Gunnar Norris from Fargo Davies. Your head coach is Wayne Wermeyer from Fargo Davies, assistant by Brent Miller, Fargo North, Vern Muir from Grand Forks Red River, and Brent Doctor from Harvey Wells County. Now for the 11-man West in the white jerseys. Number 1, Andrew Bartness from Detroit Lakes. Number 3, Kalen Lucas from Bismarck Legacy. Number 4, Jace Kunze from Shiloh Christian. Number 5, Easton Burgard from Bismarck Legacy. Number 6, Caden Flavin from Minot North. Number 7, Peyton Joliffe from Minot. Number 8, Kyle Volson from Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison. Number 9, Tristan Grease from Shiloh Christian. Number 10, Wyatt Weston from Shiloh Christian. Number 12, Trayson Engelhart from Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison. Number 13, Charles Richter from Bismarck St. Mary's. Number 15, Bryson Heck from Valley City. Number 17, Caden Kraft from Minot. Number 18, Braden Mashesky from Dickinson. Number 20, Tristan Salsworth from Dickinson. Number 21, Braden Bossart from Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison. Number 24, Reggie Bruner from Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison. Number 25, Jerry's Burkhardt from Bismarck Century. Number 27, Mason Eichhorn from Minot. Number 33, Drew Zwack from Bishop Ryan. Number 36, Landon Bedell from Minot. Number 40, Josh Chavez from Watford City. Number 43, Douglas Sheldon from Mandan. Number 48, Tristan Ulmer from Mandan. Number 50, Noah Jepson from Killdeer. Number 51, Caleb Mortensen from Stanley. Number 54, Jermaine Halton Gacy from Beulah. Number 55, Ole Taylor from Bismarck Century. Number 56, Colin Morey from Barnesville. Number 57, Luke McDougall from Monome and Waban. Number 59, Connor Lindberg from Ray Powers Lake. Number 63, Scott Rode from Valley City. Number 65, Ryan Gervig from Shiloh Christian. Number 68, Brant Mueller from Valley City. Number 72, Evan Wrench from Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison. Number 74, Adam Rosick from Minot. Number 76, Cody Peterson from Bismarck Legacy. And number 77, Matthew Jacobs from Ray Powers Lake. The West head coach is Matt Wilder from Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison, and assisted by Jacob Holman, Minot North, Steve Elkins from Mandan, and Kevin Swan from Mandan. For the 11-man game are Tony Dumas, Ron Nord, Jaden Laxdal, Caleb Doctor, and Mark Portraits.
That was
our chain gang for this game is John Peterson, Dan Overholt.
That was the starting lineups brought to you by Essentia Health. And Joe Schreiner has made his way back up into the booth. I think we switched headsets there.
I think we did.
Why don't you take this one?
Okay.
And I'll take that one.
And then we'll figure out what we're doing. I switch it to the other side all the time.
Now we know what we're doing here.
All right. You're not stepping on my cord now.
No,
so
not
that's a good
anymore.
thing. Yep.
So
that's a good thing. Well, we a man short here. We did all right. I think we did okay.
Yeah, we did.
We kind kind of shuffled everybody around here, 1, 2, 3, but I think we made it, and we're just about ready for some football, man. In June. And look at there, Essentia Health, one of the sponsors here of the game, and I see Chantel Shute down there.
She's down there doing her job.
Doing the orthopedic sports medicine for Essentia Health. I want to thank them for being a sponsor here at the Shrine Bowl game. It looks like we're going to have number 18. Of course, I don't have all these numbers memorized yet.
You don't yet?
No. Keaton Dawkins going to kick off here from Fargo South for the East squad.
I thought for sure you'd have everything memorized already.
Yeah. Looks like we got Kalen Lucas from Bismarck Legacy back to receive, and I couldn't read the other number, and there's a little bit of an onside. And I don't think it went the necessary yardage, did it?
Kind of fooled me there.
Yeah.
And there's the flag. First play of the game, we get a flag.
How about that?
How about that?
And I think Wyatt Weston was back deep from Shiloh Christian as well, but they didn't get a chance to do that. So the East trying to catch the West off guard there.
They're going to line her up and do her again here?
They might. I don't think so.
Nope.
Looks like they're moving the chains. So, yeah, we had a banquet today and kind of busy with that. Make sure you can go back and check that out after the games here. You can go out and check the banquet out if you haven't seen it yet on our Three Border Sports YouTube page. We'll have that out there. And we're ready to go here. 1st and 10 now for the West. And I believe motion in the near side, and it's a handoff here on the inside, handoff to Reggie Bruner. You're going to get up to the 50, and a nice shirt tackle there made by the East squad at number 15. That's Axel Anderson from West Fargo Horace, Brian.
Yeah, a little gang tackle action there. Looks like the East was ready and not letting them get outside. Just a short gain of about 1 yard there. Going to move right to the 50-yard line.
So right at the midfield stripe here as we're ready to go. And at quarterback for the West squad will be Bryson Heck from Valley City. We saw him a few times when we would broadcast the Wahpeton games. So he's in the backfield here. Gets a man in motion. Going the other way is Volson. And he'll step back to throw to the flat and out on the outside and a bobble, and it's incomplete to Volson as he was the man in motion. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. It'll go to 3rd and 9.
Yeah, nobody in front of Volson there. I think he was thinking about getting towards that sideline and just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, we've got that was Kyle Volson from Velva, Drake Animus, and Garrison. Don't forget the Garrison. Folks in Garrison wouldn't appreciate that, but I think he is probably a younger brother of a professional football player that played at North Dakota State University.
That's right, a Cincinnati Bengal.
Yeah. We met him last year at the Cody Mount football camp.
Yeah, we did.
3rd and 9, right from midfield. The West looking to take advantage of that good field position. Stepping back will be Heck. Now he's going to step forward into the pocket, but he's going to get chased, and he does release over, and it's bobbled, and oh my goodness, pass intended, almost a circus catch there on the far sideline. Brian by Caden Kraft. Couldn't quite come up with it.
That ball was tipped and then tipped again and hung in the air. I thought somebody was going to come down with it, and that ball falls to the ground.
Yeah, I did too. I thought he was actually going to make the catch there. I thought Kraft was actually going to come up with it. But it's going to be a punt situation here for the West. And I'm trying to read the numbers back down there. Cody Amble from...
No rush on the punt.
There's a punt to the near corner, and it's going to go out of bounds, Brian, quite a ways, and we'll see where they line it up here as they start walking it back. Oh, it's not that deep. He's coming up now. He's
about
mark
the
it at
8-yard line?
Yeah, looks like he's going to mark it at the 8. So the East will take over now. 1st and 10, 11:04 to go here. Not sure. The sun kind of washes out the scoreboard here at Mayville State.
It's got a netting over it, and that kind of whites it out a little bit for us.
Jerome Berg Field here on the campus of the Mayville State University Comets. Our buddy Mike McCall, former graduate. Hunter McCall, his son, played here as well. So lining up here for the East squad, and turn around and messed up handoff. I think maybe there might have been some confusion in the backfield there. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. And it was Josh Bickett on the carry from Carrington, but I think there was a missed assignment there or miscommunication there. And that's what's going to happen, Brian, in all-star games. You're going to get some of that miscommunication.
Well, we heard, this morning at the banquet that you have players that are playing positions that they haven't played before.
Yeah.
So it can be a little bit different for them playing in a new position.
I feel behind Bickett, and the pitch will go to the right. But again, no gain here. The defensive side of the ball for the West was Caden Flavin of Minot North.
Well, both of these defenses starting out pretty good.
They sure are. It's still going to be 3rd and 10.
Holding their ground.
Subbing in for the E squad will be Cale Sieg, first team defensive player from Harvey Wells County, but he's on the offensive side of the ball for the East. Again, a lot of these players were probably played 2 ways. That's the kind of talent we've got out here, folks. And again, Bickett turns around and handoff comes to the near side, up near the 10, but that's going to be about it. It'll be 4th down. And can't quite see the ball carrier. There he is. He popped up, and it is number 21. And that would be Kylan Swenson from Kindred. And I think
number 22
yep.
just came in the game. Or Swenson, Casey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Makazewski.
I think that's what he said, too. We're not going to punt it, Brian. We're going to go or try to draw him off.
Well, that's got to be a draw, right?
4th and 6. Yeah, you'd think the West is going to sit tight. Play clock down to 10. Oh, the offensive side.
Wrong side move there.
Yep.
Flag on the play.
A little movement on the offensive line by big number 76, Jake Foss. And now we're going to punt.
False start on the East.
After that false start call. All right, we're going to try this all over again. Back to receive is Kalen Lucas.
9 minutes to go here.
Back to receive for the West.
Back to punt will be Keaton Dockin. Also back to receive would be Braden Meschke. And number 12, Trayson Eigelhart. So we'll see who gets the ball. They're both standing around anywhere between 245s. Punt is up in the air, and it is received at about the 43. Going the other way with it is Lucas, and now coming back, and he's going to come to the 20. Does a little shuffle step there, the old Deion Sanders. Fake the juke, and he gets out, pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So a nice little return there, almost 30-yard return, Brian.
Yeah, good return. Kind of get down that sideline.
1st and 10 for the West.
And the West are going to be in business here with good field position.
With 8:45 to go. So far, when the East decided to try the onside kick, the field position has been a positive thing for the West squad.
So now we'll see if the West defense can hold here like they did on the first series.
Easton Bergerud back in quarterback formation, and he's going to hand it off to the other side. Goes Burkhardt, and he'll get pushed back, and maybe a gain of a couple. Looks like they're going to mark forward progress.
Yeah, stopped by Cale Pearson. And I think Cody Amble was also in on the tackle.
Okay.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
There's Burkhardt from Bismarck Century. Some substitutions coming in again. It looks like heading back into the game is Bryson Heck from Valley City. See where he goes this time. He's at the quarterback position. And he's going to follow his running back going up the right side, outside tackle. He spins away, gets down inside the 5, and almost gets down to the goal line. It'll be, I believe, 1st and 10 for the West here. And it is. Nice carry by Heck.
I thought he was going to slip all the way down there.
Yeah, he made that nice move cutting back in.
Yeah, he stopped by number 89, Gunnar Majerus.
Ball is on the East 4.
Yeah, we sat and had lunch today at the banquet, and we had a big number 77 from the E squad. He was sitting there by us. from Park River, 6'4", 345.
Yeah, there was a little bit of shade around him.
Yeah, there was. Bryson Heck again at the quarterback position. He'll hand the ball off up the middle, spinning away, and not able to get away was Braden Bossert from Velva Drake Animus Garrison.
Number 56,
So carry maybe of 1 yard.
Number 56 holding Deutsch in there on the tackle out of Fargo Shanley.
7-minute mark here coming up shortly. Again, it's a little bit washed out on our scoreboard there. We're trying to, just not much you can do when the sun's shining on it like that. So it's 2nd and goal to go from about the 6-yard line for the West. Again, back deep now in the quarterback position is Easton Bergerud. They're switching it up with Heck. Bergerud comes to the right, looks, floats one up into the corner of the end zone, and I think he was out of bounds, and the whistle is out of bounds. So a catch was made, but it was out of bounds, and a nice catch made out there. He slaps his hands when he's coming back to the huddle.
Yeah, into the one spot where we don't have camera coverage.
Yeah, one spot.
Back in that corner.
Just can't quite get it.
Just based on where the press box is and where we're kind of set up at, we can't get that shot over there in that right corner.
Braden Meschke on the intended receiver from Dickinson. We asked if there was going to be any heat provisions made today for the teams, but there might be an extra timeout or two here. We'll see how they go. It's 6.5 to go here in the first.
There is a nice breeze. You know, we were inside. It was warm, and then I walked out. I'm like, oh, it's got a little bit of breeze here.
Yeah. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. He's going to look to the right, floats it up across, and nice defensive play. What a play that was there by number 8, Khalil Aberdurham.
On the coverage, brings up 4th and goal.
Wow, 4th and goal here from the 6 here. Let's see what the West is going to do.
You know, these are a bunch of all-stars out here on the field, and right now the defensive all-stars showing their prowess right now.
Yep.
For the field goal attempt.
And Heck is going to try the field goal attempt here for the West. His holder was Bergerud, and that kick is up and
no good.
No good. It sailed wide to the right. So that will be the first attempt at scoring here for the teams, and we're still tied at 0 here. We're going to get a change of possession on the east end. For our vantage point, it's on our right-hand side. Looks like they're going to take a water timeout here. So we'll take a timeout as well. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, including Farmers Union Insurance, our pregame show, and North Dakota State College of Science, our scoreboard sponsor. We'll be back after this break. They're going to take a water break. We will too. Stay with us, everybody.
30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
cha-ching.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Watch me. Watch me shine with every snap. Born to move fans, to cheer and clap. 2 different legs, that's how I play. One built from science to help me on the deck. Between these lines, I'm all heart and muscle. Don't stare too long, you'll miss the hustle. Watch me. Pioneers in prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 11-man North Dakota All-Star football game here between the East and the West. And the West just missed on a field goal attempt just now, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line now for the East. As I believe that's Talon Thorson that stepped under the quarterback position and up almost to a first down on the carry there. And I haven't been able to 7.
Number 7.
Yeah. Malachi Wehrmeyer. son of the coach.
Son of the coach.
Tackle is made by number 54, Holton Giese.
I saw in an interview that he did, he was very happy to be playing for his dad one more time. Head coach Wayne Wehrmeyer on the sidelines. Malachi.
I see a familiar purple helmet out there right now.
Is there?
Yeah, no.
Number 44.
Number 44.
And the handoff goes right back up the middle. I believe that's to Wehrmeyer again. Our familiar number purple uniform that Brian was talking about is none other than Trayton Malk from Wahpeton. We've seen him play a few times.
Yeah, I know Trayton's pretty excited to play in this game, too.
Yeah, he was. I saw him last night, too.
Just excited to get on the field one more time.
Yep.
You know, some of these kids won't go on to play college football. This will be their last football game.
Looks like he got a few helmet decals, too, didn't he?
Yeah, all the players trade stickers.
Yep. 3 wide in the backfield. No wide receivers split out. Under center. Second and about 6. And the handoff goes up to the right side. And maybe a gain of 1 yard over there.
Tackle made by number 59, Lindbergh. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the East.
Carry on that one was by Kylan Swenson of Kindred.
And Connor Lindbergh in on the tackle out of Ray Powers Lake.
Sieg coming out here. So again, that 3 wide formation in the backfield for the East squad. 3rd and 5. Under center. Handoff comes to the near side and a quick tackle. Ball dropped as soon as he was on the ground there.
Noah Jepson in there right away from Kildare like he knew what was going on.
Swenson did not get very far. In fact, lost a couple. It'll be 4th and 6, and it looks like the West may go for it again, or not.
I think they might punt here this time.
They might. I saw Trayton Malk come in there, but I thought maybe he was coming in to
yeah, Keaton Dawkins back to kick.
Again, 3 receivers back for the West. Kalen Lucas on the near side. I believe on the far side is Meshke. And in the middle, I think, is Wyatt Weston. I believe that's number 10. And the kick goes up, and it's not very good as that one flops off to the 45. Bounces out at the 40, maybe the 39. And that will be it. So kick of a little over 25 yards. Kind of went off the side of his foot a little bit there, Brian.
Yeah, there is a bit of a breeze out there too, Joe.
Yeah. 3:21 to go here in the first. You're watching the East-West Shrine All-Star Football game here on Three Borders Sports Network. The ball will be placed at the 38-yard line. And here we go. 2 receivers to the right. 1 in the slot and 1 split out to the left. In motion coming this way was Volson. And the handoff, nope, it's a keeper going up the middle with that is Heck, and he'll get across the 40, maybe to the 42, a gain of about 4 yards on the carry by Bryson Heck.
And Cooper Bryant in there on the tackle out of West Fargo Cheyenne.
Cody Amble checking in for the E squad on defense. Big crowd today at the banquet.
Yeah, a big crowd at the banquet. Almost 700 people there.
That's crazy. When you figure all the Shriners and stuff that were there. And not me. Well, not counting me. Tackle pitch, and he'll go off to the left side across the 42, maybe to the 43 on the carry on the pitch. And I believe I did not catch the runner's number there, Brian. Oh, now they're going to put it back at the 42, so no gain on the play.
Yeah, just loss of about a yard there.
Yeah. And now 3 receivers to the right. Volson in the slot. Bryson Heck in the backfield. 3rd and 6. He'll drop back, looks to the right, and the pass is out here into the flat to Volson. He gets pushed out of bounds. He might have a first down, Brian. I believe he does.
I think he got it. He's going to be right at the 49-yard line. That's enough for the first down, and they'll move the sticks.
So nice catch by Volson. 1st and 10 now for the West. I think that's just our second first down of the game.
I think you're right, Joe.
Yep. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first quarter. As Bryson Heck will check back in. He's got 2 to the right and 2 to the left. I believe that's Bossert in the backfield with him. He'll drop back. He looks down the right sideline and wide open, but he overshoots the receiver, the intended receiver, Trayson Eigelhart from Velva Drake and Garrison and Animus.
Yeah, just had him on a go pattern there and wide open and just overthrew him. And I don't know which way the wind's blowing. It's kind of swirling in the press box here.
Yeah.
And the
flag is right down there, yeah. Flag is kind of blowing toward us.
Well, that throw was into the wind.
Yeah. The defender stopped short there. I think it might have been a double move there.
Gave him a little stutter and then able to get by him.
Yep. So Heck in the backfield, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line, snap. And he looks back across the middle, and it's batted down in the middle, or was it? Well, they're thinking it's fumble, but I don't believe it was. Giving chase on that one was Tyler Swang. And he's going to get credit for the bat down.
Yeah, both defenses here doing nice work.
Mm-hmm. I'm impressed. You know, that's usually what happens on an all-star game of any sort. Well, take that back. The NBA, there is no defense.
There's no D in the NBA. That's for sure.
Not an all-star game.
No.
All right, it's 3rd and 10 now for the West. Bryson Heck in the backfield. Alongside him is Braden Bossert. He'll drop back. 3rd and 10. He's getting pressured. He's got to get out of the box and runs over to the other side, throws it down the sideline, and that's going to be picked off. And going the other way with it for the E squad is Cody Amble. And down the far sideline, and he finally gets pushed out of bounds. So there you go.
Amble right there, good coverage.
Yep.
And that one floated just a little bit, but Amble able to turn around and take that back the other way.
Yep. Nice return there for Cody as he comes trotting off here. Gets some high fives from his teammates.
That'll be a nice memory.
Yeah.
Got to get the right ball in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to do that too. So it'll be 1st and 10 here now for the East, and it's placed at the 45 where he was pushed out of bounds. Again, 3 wide in the backfield. And the handoff goes up the middle. That's Wehrmeyer going to get outside. He breaks it outside. Now he turns on the speed, gets across the 30 to the 25, maybe out at the 21-yard line.
Caden Flavin out there running him down. If not for him, that's a touchdown.
Wehrmeyer on a carry of about 24 yards.
1st and 10 for the East. Ball is on the West 21-yard line.
So Dad calls the son's number, and he produces on that one. Wehrmeyer, 5'10", 205. Looks pretty stout, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
In the full backfield here, and the handoff goes right up the middle and bouncing away. There's your Trayton Malk, number 44 for Wapton, and he's tackled on the run of about 20 yards, Brian, and Trayton Malk does his thing.
Just up there spinning. Man. We know how hard he is to bring down, but he's just so quick. He just bounces through the hole so fast, and just about took it in there, just tripped up at the end.
Yeah, you blink and he is gone. Honestly, folks, I mean, the young man runs 300-yard hurdles, and yeah, he's a good sprinter. Same formation. The handoff goes up the middle to Wehrmeyer, and I believe he's going to get in for our first score. He does. Touchdown here at the 33-second mark of the first quarter for the East as Wehrmeyer gets it across for a touchdown.
So Wehrmeyer had been the workhorse, and Malk gets it down there, and then Wehrmeyer takes it in for the first score of the game.
Coming from number 18.
So Wehrmeyer on a 1-yard run. And looks like the East is going to kick it, I believe.
Looks like it.
I don't think there's any pressure here either. I don't think
no
they can rush
pressure
the
on
kicker.
any of the kicks.
No. Got a holder.
Again, players, doing
Axel
assignments
Anderson.
that they don't normally have.
Yeah. Axel Anderson coming in to be the holder, and again, Dokken to attempt the kick.
Axel's probably like, I got to go hold.
And Trayton Malk's in there at the tackle position. No, actually tight end position. Snap. Kick is up. And I believe it's good, and it is. And the kick is good for Dokken, and the East goes up here 7-0. We'll be right back after this break here on Three Borders Sports Network for more North Dakota All-Star Shrine football game action.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Well, the first quarter here, Brian, the East kind of struggled field position-wise, but boy, a couple of nice breakout runs there by Wehrmeyer and Trayton Malk, and they get down and score the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, settle down a little bit, and offense start clicking, and East get on the board first.
So Dokken back to kick to Kalen Lucas and Braden Meshke.
They went short to start the game. See if they kick it deep this time.
What they do this time is Dokken lines it up. Back at about the 7-yard lines are the receivers, and that kick's going to take them back almost to the goal line, and it goes out of bounds. So a heck of a kick there by Dokken. Sails out the end zone, I should say, not out of bounds.
Had the wind at his back there, so he did get a little bit of help.
Yeah. Keaton Dokken, 6'2", 170 from Fargo South. Mike Berg was the keynote speaker. We heard him last year too.
He was a speaker.
He gives a nice
last year.
message to the boys. Yeah.
He changed it up a little bit this year, but it is a football coach speech, that is for sure.
Yeah, sure is.
And I can tell you right now, that gentleman, he was a heck of a coach.
I bet he was.
I could hear it in his voice.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Certain coaches just have that coach voice,
Yep.
and he was just sending a message, and it was just going right through me.
Sure was. So Bergerud back in the gun. Got two to the left, one to the right, and he's going to hand it off right up the middle there to Burkhardt, and he is pushed back by a pile of the East players.
Yeah, I think Mason Johnson was there first.
Okay. Looks like
and Thompson was there too. Cale Thompson was also there.
We got 15 seconds here. I doubt if we're going to see another play here before the end of the first quarter, Brian. So I think that's going to take us to quarter number 2 here on Three Borders Sports Network. I want to thank all of our sponsors here, and make sure you tell them thanks too as well. We're going to be right back after this for the quarter number 2 after this break. 7.
Watch me pirouette with style and grace. An open floor of inspiration. This is my place. 5 positions to start, leotard and tights. A story through movement, under music and lights. Straight and tall, they promised I'd stand. I'm a ballerina who twirls like the blades of a fan. Watch me. Innovative scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
The Hoopster, North Dakota boys and girls basketball preview. The Hoopster and Miss Hoopster provide information on all North Dakota boys and girls basketball teams in every high school division for the upcoming season. Find out who's playing, get to know all the top returning athletes, and check out North Dakota high school basketball past and present record holders, along with other information the Hoopster and Miss Hoopster has to offer. If your organization is interested in reaching North Dakota basketball fans, the Hoopster offers a variety of advertising packages. For more information, visit indiehoopster.com or visit the Hoopster on Facebook or X. We'll see you on the court.
Well, we got 1 quarter down, 7 to go here on Three Borders Sports Network. It's a 7-0 lead for the East as they lead the West. As I say, 7 quarters to go. We've got the 9-man game coming up at 6 p.m. approximately here, and we'll have it here on Three Borders Sports as well. So we've got 2 football games here today, 2 all-star football games. Bryson Heck back in the gun. He's got nobody in the backfield with him, but he's going to fake the handoff, and he'll take it up the middle. Gets ankle tackled there, and he's going to be tackled for about a 3-yard gain, maybe. And it will be 3rd down and 7.
Riley Lang in there on the tackle.
Messi Kalinda, he was another guy there from East Grand Forks. He was sitting by us, too, during lunch, and yeah, he takes up a lot of space, too.
Yeah.
He was 6'1", 260, but he sure looks – he plays bigger than that the way it looks.
There's some big dudes down there on the field.
Oh, my God. Yeah, get out the way. Is there a song like that?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. I'm not going there. No, I'm not going
for air, but okay.
Burkhardt in the backfield. And this time it's Burkhardt to fire off to the far side, and it's complete on the far side to Kellen Lucas from Bismarck Legacy for a 1st down. So nice pass there from Easton Bergerud.
Yeah, just a little curl over there on the far side. Little pitch and catch, pick up the 1st down.
I'm glad it's not as hot as I thought it was going to be up in here. There's, like you said, a nice breeze coming in here.
It's okay for us, but I think it's warm down there on the field.
It's got to be on the field, yeah. Temperature here a little while ago I looked was 81. It's supposed to get up to 86 yet today. But
full pads, you got your helmet on down there.
Yeah, substitutions are being made. Water is being drank. Looking out for the welfare of the players as that handoff goes up the middle. Squirting through that one for almost 5 yards on that carry was Burkhardt from Bismarck Century.
And Majerus in there on the tackle again, number 89.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 here on that carry by Burkhardt. Coming back in with the play for the West will be Bergerud as we approach the 10-minute mark here to go in the 1st half. Split out wide to the near side here is Tristan Ulmer from Mandan. Snap and the handoff again to Burkhardt, and he goes across for the 1st down across the 50 and near the 45. So Burkhardt with a solid run there gets it up for a 1st down, beat up.
Yeah, Burkhardt doing the work right up the middle there. Able to carry a couple people with him and pick up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 again for the West here. A couple of 1st downs now. 9.5 to go here in the first half.
So the East was able to march down the field and take it in, and now the West moving the ball right down the field here.
Split out again to the near side is Ulmer. Receiver split out wide right, and the handoff again goes to Burkhardt. This time he wants to bounce it around the end, and he gets up 5, maybe even close to 10 yards again. We'll see. It might be just short of the 1st down. We'll see where they mark it. It is a little short, Brian.
Just a yard short there. So knocked out of bounds by Axel Anderson.
So Burkhardt the workhorse on this drive.
Anderson out of West Fargo Horse.
Braden Olson checking in from West Fargo Cheyenne on defense. Checking out will be Cale Thompson from Lake Park, Audubon, Minnesota. Quickly in motion was Zwack. Throw out here to the near side is Kraft, and he's going to break it. I see a flag, so we're going to bring that one back probably. Brian, what'd you see?
Yeah, I think that might be a hold out there.
So we'll see what the officials say. Nice little pass there. Pushing the back, Brian. I think is what I saw was the initial call.
Yep.
Yep.
We have a block in the back.
So they'll mark it backwards here from, I believe, the spot of the foul. Haven't marked it back yet, but
there we go.
Now we're working. It will be from the line of scrimmage, apparently. Hey, we got a shout-out line here for everybody?
We do.
How about let's try that out and see how that works today. See if we got some folks and where they're watching from the state of North Dakota and or Minnesota. We've got the shout-out line brought to you by Three Borders Sports Network. How about that? We're doing that. That's pretty good. See that text number on the bottom there? Shoot me a text, 701-640-2619. Let me know who you are, where you're cheering from, and who you're cheering for, and we'll get you the shout-out on the air here as Burkhardt gets that one forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and 11. 701-640-2619. Shoot me a text. Don't call me. I can't answer it right now.
No, your flip phone doesn't work. Do you get flip phone service in here?
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
No, I do. Mike Berg showed his flip phone during
He's old
his
school,
speech.
though. He's old school.
Well, you're saying I got one, but I don't have one.
You're not old school.
Okay. I do have 2015 vision.
Yeah, you know about that.
Right, Chet?
Yeah.
8:25 and counting here for the West, 3rd and 11. Back deep is Bergerud. He's looking to the near side, now gets chased out of the pocket. He's got to go to the far sideline, throws it down, pass up and intended. Is it caught? And it's intercepted, I believe, by the East again, and that interception was by Chris Titus from Oaks.
Joe, that was a heck of a catch down there. That ball was thrown to the sideline, and Titus just laid out for that thing.
Yep.
That is a great interception, and that shows you why he's an all-star right there.
Yep. Just laid flat out for that one.
That was a great play.
We're looking somewhere. Is there a flag? Oh, there is a flag back there at the 48, Brian.
Oh, my.
There is a flag on the play.
I did not see that. I was looking downfield. I was wondering, roughing the passer? Oh, my goodness. Roughing the passer on the East squad, so that nullifies that great interception after the celebration there by Titus.
Well, still a great play. I think it was just.
That's. So it was.
I think was it after? No, it was.
They're marking it off from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they are.
And that's going to be a 15-yarder. Oofdy. So that one hurts the East on that one there, but it nullifies the great interception by Titus. He can go back and look at that one on Three Borders Sports Network and say, well, I had one. Didn't last very long.
Well, it was a good interception, whether it holds up or not, that's for sure.
Splitting out here to the near side will be Reggie Bruner from Velva Drake Animus Garrison. The handoff goes up the middle. Burkhardt breaks a couple tackles, and he'll get down near the 20, maybe to the 21. He's close to a first down. And again, Burkhardt, the workhorse here, Brian, just grinding it out.
Yeah, just right up the middle there. I think Liam Wicklow was there. And I think Anderson was there as well.
Number 72, Riley Lang, making his way onto the field from Fargo Davies. Defensively. There you go. I got a text message.
You know.
I can turn that down?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It just, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with you. I really don't.
Shoot us the text message, folks. 701-640-2619. My phone is buzzing. Keep them coming in there, folks. We'll get to you. And again, Burkhardt, and this time, Brian, he's going to get dropped for about a 2 or 3 yard loss as the blue defense comes alive.
Yeah, everybody on the East is there to meet him and bring him down. And he said, we're tired of giving you yards here. Let's take a loss here.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 here.
3rd and 3 for the West.
For the West. The announcer Mike Carr disagrees with me. He says 3rd and 3, but I'll say 3rd and a long 3.
A long 3. 4. There you go. There you go.
folks standing in whatever shade they can here at Mayville State University at Jerome Berg Field.
Well, is it safe for me to say it now that this?
I think we're all right.
I don't think we're going to get any rain today.
Okay, there's Fight Club, so now you got
I know.
it.
The last couple of years we've had a little bit of issue with the weather, and I think we're going to be safe today.
Bryson Heck in the backfield, and this time a little confusion on that one, and getting over to the other side on the carry, kind of on a little reverse there was Cale Pearson from Central Cass.
And a flag, too, as well.
Might have been a horse collar there, maybe, huh?
A horse collar or a late hit.
We'll see what they call. Yeah, you get back. At first you say you don't want to get hurt, but then you start getting back in it and getting hit, and another guy hits you a little harder, and all of a sudden you're back at full power here. And we're going to discuss this one over here.
Might be a face mask. I'm not sure.
I thought I saw a possible horse collar, but personal foul against the East. Not going to say what it is or indicate what it was, but it's all personal foul.
Okay.
Could have been a late hit out of bounds. Could have been. We don't know. Coaches gave out some special awards today at the banquet, too, for the East side. The Spirit Award went to Messi Kalinda. Messi from East Grand Forks, Minnesota. And yes, folks, there is some Minnesota kids here. And the Hustle Award for the 11-man East went to Amari Francis from Devil's Lake. They had some kind words to say about both those players, and every player that got an award, all four teams gave out the Spirit Award and the Hustle Award, and we'll get to those in a second here. So again, back now is Bryson Heck. Got Burkhardt down to his left, and he'll hand it off to Burkhardt right up the middle on a trap play, and gets up forward, maybe a yard or two. And we got a player down here, Brian, so we got a little pause in the action. Not sure what he's indicating.
Can't see who's down there.
Yeah, can't see what he's indicating either. He's moving his arm. It might be a shoulder or something popped out or something. Who knows? Chantel Shoot down there on the field. Coach Wehrmeyer going to go out and take a look here at his player. And we'll let you know who that was when we come back here. There's 6:08 left to go in the second quarter, and the East leads the West 7-0 on Three Borders Sports Network. You want to stay here now, or you want to go?
Yeah, let's stay.
All right.
Let's say I don't think they're going to take a timeout here.
Nope. And that's the man I just talked about, Messi Kalinda, 6'1", 260. He looks like he's all right now, shaking his shoulder off there. So yeah, we'll keep it here for that one.
Get some shout-outs there you want to go through quick?
You want me to do that now?
Well, if you got a couple here, we got a minute here.
Okay. Let's do that. All right. Hunter Bindis, how do you say Bindis's? Hunter Bindis's aunt from Cudahy, Wisconsin.
Cudahy, that's right.
Cudahy, Wisconsin. Watching on YouTube. Thank you very much, Aunt Lynn and Uncle Jack. Cheering on Hunter Bindis from Kinnard.
Is it Bindis?
Bindis.
Yeah, there you go.
What did I say?
I don't know what.
I don't know what did I say?
You're the play-by-play guy.
I know. I should know that. All right. Aunt Beth, let's call the game here. Bryson Heck looks to the left and throws, fires into the end zone. Touchdown complete to Reggie Bruner. And it is a pass from Heck to Bruner.
Yeah, we know that Heck has an arm, and that's a good route there by Bruner. And the West get on the board. Heck to Bruner.
And from 11 yards, an 11-yard pass. We do have more shout-outs. I'll get to them. So Heck is not only throws for the touchdown, he's going to try and kick it. Again, no rushing on the kick attempts, any of the kick attempts, whether it's punt or kick, and that one is good. So we are tied now at 7 here with the 6:03 to go in the second quarter. We're tied at 7. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here on Three Borders Sports Network with more to come from Mayville, North Dakota.
It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Watch me. Here I stand on my own 2 feet. Jump shot intact, here to compete. Skilled hands were there to mend the bone. From loving halls that brought me home. My world stopped with a drive through the lane. Now give me the ball. You'll remember my name. Watch me. Orthopedic excellence at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
7-7. And we're ready to go. Here's Bryson Heck. We'll kick that one off, and it's going to go deep to the left side. Trayden Malk chases it, but he's going to let it go out of the end zone, so that will be a touchback with 6:03. Again, Bindus. I'm sorry, I said Bindus. I was trying to butcher it somehow.
I don't know what you were doing.
I don't either. I'm sorry, folks.
He's new. He's new, everybody. He'll be trained in after the second game.
Checking in from Jack Williams Stadium in Fargo to cheer on Oldie Taylor, Century Boys, and the rest of the West squad. The West is the best, says Marshall Taylor. Marshall, thank you for your text message from Jack Williams. Must be watching some baseball.
Some baseball, some Legion baseball.
I'm assuming. So the East will get it here at the 25-yard line. Again, Wehrmeyer in the center of those 3-back wide lineup that they've got there, and also Talon Thorson at quarterback. He'll turn around and he'll hand it off, this time not to Wehrmeyer, but he hands it off to Casey, and Casey gets up maybe for a gain of 2 from DGF. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. Makzewski.
Tristan Stallsworth in there on the stop out of Dickinson.
Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. I'm from Felton. That's I graduated from Glendon Felton, not Dilworth.
That was back in the day when they were by themselves.
Yeah, leather helmets.
That's right.
Yep. This time, Trayden Malk in the middle for Wehrmeyer. This time, coming around on the near side, a little flip up ahead, and it's a fingertip catch and a grab by the tight end. And I think they say he was down. Nice catch there by Harper Schultz.
Joe, he just grabbed that thing out of the air, one-handed, and brought it in.
There was 2 runners or 2 receivers in the pattern there, Brian, but he was the first one to put his paw up and pull it back in.
I'm going to say that was not intended for him, because the guy who was out in front of him, I don't know the number that was out in front of him, but he was wide open.
Yeah, he was.
And Schultz just put that big paw up there and just took it.
So good for him. He was the speaker at the banquet for the 11-man East squad.
All those guys who spoke did a great job.
Yeah, we'll get to the rest of them here as well. And that handoff goes to the left side, carries it up across near the 45 and tackled there, Kylan Swenson. So he carries it forward and a 3-yard, we'll call it a 3-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, those high school kids, they don't like to get up and speak, especially when you got to get up and almost 700 people are staring at you. But those guys did a great job. Each team had a representative go up and speak, and they talked about their experience and, coming in here thinking they're going to play a football game, and then they get to meet some of the patients and talk to the Shriners, and it's a whole new experience for them.
Josh Chavez spoke for the West squad. He's from Watford City. This time Trayton he's going to get the pitch, and he's going to be bouncing off a tackle, and he gets up forward there. Nice carry for Trayton Malk. Breaks one tackle and gets up near the 41-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and short for the East.
You look at Trayton and you look at his size and you think, well, that kid's not very big. But let me tell you, he is going to put a beating on you.
Yeah, he ain't going to back down
when you come to tackle him. So you better be ready. And after that initial contact, he's able to get extra yardage.
Bones down there giving him some grief there. They were both smiling. You could tell Trayton was smiling through his helmet, but Bones was laughing at him. Of course, Chantel Shute, the Essentia Health trainer here for the East squad, she She was his trainer all through high school. There's a dive forward, and it's going to be 4th and short here on the carry forward by Malachi Wehrmeyer. So it'll be 4th and short for the East.
I'm going to say they're going to go for this.
I would say you are 100% correct.
Makes my job easy.
We're approaching the 3-minute mark here, and it'll be under 3 minutes after the snap. We're tied at 7. And the East breaks the huddle here with about 18 seconds to go on the play clock. Swenson in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Wehrmeyer. Boy, that's going to be close.
That's going to be really
We're going to see
close.
a measurement.
That's going to depend on the spot there, Joe.
Alan Thorson comes over to the sideline confident they got a first down, but I don't know. It's going to depend on a spot. There's a flag in the backfield too, Brian.
Looks like they're pointing
back
towards
to the
blue.
East. Yep. I think all the penalties so far have been against the East, haven't they? I don't remember.
Oh, you're right, Joe.
I don't think I've seen or don't remember one for the West. Thorson over here talking to this head coach here, Wayne Wehrmeyer.
The ball's marked short of the mark. Got a late hit.
So they're going to refuse it then, and it'll be a first down. Yep.
It was just short, Joe. It was right there at the marker.
So a turnover on downs, or what? They're still going to mark it off, though, the way it looks, Brian. So how can it be short and then they mark off the penalty besides?
West takes over on the East.
So it must have been after the play?
45.5-yard line.
We're going to guess?
It was after the play.
Okay. All right, so 2:40 to go here. The West, a chance to take the lead here. Ball on the East, 45.5-yard line. Back at quarterback again is Bergrud. It seems like he comes in for the first snap, and then after that it's Bryson Heck. Handoff goes to the right, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage on that carry was Braden Bossert.
Tackle made by number 55, Miller.
And Jack Miller from Fargo North in there on the tackle.
For the Spirit Award for the 11-man West squad, it was number 76, Cody Peterson. Coach Matt Whiter from Velva said he was very vocal all week. I wonder what that means, very vocal all week.
Always out there firing people up, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah. I think that's one thing that can be difficult when you get around a group of guys that you don't know, and maybe you are used to being that vocal guy, that on-the-field cheerleader, and you wonder, well, can I still do that?
Yeah, yep. Toss out to the right into the flat, and it's complete at about the 40-yard line, working his way up. About 3 more yards was Lucas.
Number 5, Bendis on the tackle.
And Hunter Bendis, who we talked about earlier,
there you go.
Kindred, in there on the tackle.
Aunt and Uncle watching. Well, there's the advisor. He's down in Brookings. He's cheering on Trayton.
Oh, there we go.
Trayton in the East.
I'm surprised he's not out gallivanting somewhere. He's always traveling.
He's always traveling,
Yeah.
but he says he's in Brookings today.
Yeah, today.
So the advisor is watching. Thank you, sir. Bindus, yes, we just did say it one more time. So I got it correct this time. I apologized on my text message to the Bindus family. 3rd and short now for the West. Snap, and here goes Bryson Heck on his own, and I don't think he's going to make it, Brian. It's going to be 4th and short.
It's going to be short.
Yep. We're under a minute to play. The clock is still ticking.
Tried to bounce that outside.
And both teams with 3 timeouts left. Let's see. And the clock is still going. The West content to let the clock run here. Now they take a timeout.
Timeout.
So we'll take a timeout as well here at Mayville State University. Jerome Berg Field here. It's tied at 7. The West is threatening here.
Here to personally invite you.
To join First Community Credit Union. I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same? No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
great rates,
and less fees.
So come see why life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
There's our buddy Tom from Red River Communications.
You got folks probably watching on Red River Communications.
Yeah, GD's watching on Red River.
There we go.
Yep, she is. Here's another one. The Leffer family, Lefor, from Fargo watching on, cheering Shanley's Holden Deutsch, number 56, Shanley's Athlete of the Year. Got more to read here.
We have called his name
once
already.
And there was a little bobble in the backfield there by Burkhardt, and that's going to be a illegal motion, and it'll mark the West back 5 yards. So a little tougher now to get that first down. Let's see what they do. I don't think they're going to – would they punt or give – if they don't make it, that gives the East pretty good field position.
It'll be 4th and 7.
So the Leffer family is watching. Holden Deutsch, who is the Shanley Athlete of the Year, the son of Sarah and Josh Deutsch, who were also Shanley Athletes of the Year in 1996.
How about that?
Well, congratulations.
All in the family.
How about that? Holden Deutsch, 6'3", 230. Wearing number 56. Here he comes on the defensive end, and he's getting down into the kneeling position. It's 4th and about 7, and we got another timeout. This time, the East will take a timeout. So I'll just go through some more shout-outs here. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So, again, Leffer family, Lefor. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that one right. I did Marshall Taylor. I did Aunt Bethy from Williston cheering on Burkhardt, so she is cheering him on. Jairus Burkhardt. See who else we got here. Dan and Pam McCaslin watching from Fort Worth, Texas. Rooting on their grandson, Peyton Joliffe, I think is how you pronounce it. Jolliffe, number 7 for the West. I haven't called his name yet. I have not. He played for Minot State Champs in 2023, so congratulations to Peyton, and thanks to Dan and Pam for watching. Pete Anderson rooting for Connor Lindbergh, Powers Lake. Connor Lindbergh.
Is that Ray Powers Lake, right?
Yep. So Pete Anderson, thanks for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network and the All-Star Game. Hope you're enjoying it.
Just 43 seconds here to go in the second quarter.
And he'll draw back on a 4th and 7. Heck, and there's an interception. Not what they wanted to happen here, and they stepping out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. On that interception was Axel Anderson from West Fargo Horace making the interception.
Yeah, you didn't want to give him the extra yardage there, and now you're going to have to see if you can hold him here with 35 seconds to go.
Yep. And now the East with a chance to score here before halftime. We're tied at 7, 35 seconds to go, and the East with the ball at the 49-yard line.
It's a good football game. Good
I'm
defensive football game.
Absolutely. Hey, at halftime, I got to go down and interview Paige.
Yeah, we're going to make you work.
Oh, good grief.
Paige, the International Patient of the Year.
Let's see here. Watching from Lake Sakakawea, Mary Hefta from Mayville. Watching my cousin Doug Sheldon from Mandan and Andrew Bartness from Detroit Lakes. The field looks good, she said. And we're going to get another timeout, so let me just finish these up.
You go right ahead,
if that's all right.
You go right ahead.
So the East came out, and then they decided they want to take a timeout to talk about it with 35 seconds to go. It's tied at 7. So Mary Hefta, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. And Mayville seems to be in one piece for you.
Yeah, Mayville survived okay, but
I'm going to have somebody from the Peyton Joliffe. I don't know how to pronounce it. I did not get down on the field.
I'm going to go with Joliffe. I like that.
Okay. Anyway, they're in Sterling, Alaska.
How about that?
I don't know. Have we ever had anybody in Alaska?
I think we have.
But Sterling, Alaska. Tell me how to pronounce your last name, please. Watching from East Grand Forks. Watching the nephew from Carrington, Josh Bickett and Messi Colanda. From East Grand Forks, go East. Love the Marcotts. Thank you for tuning in and watching. 35 seconds to go. Dropping back, and now sprinting out to the right here is going to be Thorson. He'll toss it up ahead, and a pass completed just inside the 40, down to about the 35 on the pass completion to Cooper Bryant from West Fargo Cheyenne.
Yeah, just a little sprint out to the right side. Bryant just kind of sitting right there, open, to pick up the first down.
Clock stopped with the first down, but it's winding again, and we're under 20 seconds to play. Thorson quickly trying to get things going. One timeout left for the East. Thorson drops back, and he's going to throw it to the pylon. Nice catch. Coming on to the inside was Amble, and he'll get down near the 5-yard line. Clock stops, and then Coach Wehrmeyer coming out to call a timeout. So the clock will stop on that completion from Thorson to Amble. How about that?
Amble doing a good job of going up and getting that ball. Might have been a little bit of a push-off there, but able to get away with it. And a great catch right down there on the 5-yard line. 30-yard completion there for Thorson to Amble with 3 seconds remaining. So one play left here probably for the East squad. So the Marcotts, thank you very much. Karen Gordon watching the Horsehawks, number 11, 15, and 52. So proud of those guys. And, so 11 was Mason Johnson, 15 is Axel Anderson, and 52 is Sam Olson. So there you go. So just 3 seconds to go here before halftime, and the East is going to attempt a field goal. They will attempt a field goal. They aren't going to try to go for it. So Dokken will line up for the field goal attempt with just 3 seconds to go. That should expire the clock here after the kick. They're not going to fake it, are they? No. Okay. Oh, you can't, I suppose. The kick is up, and it looked good from here, and it is. So the East will take a 10-7 lead here at the end of the first half. We got a 20-minute break, and I'll be down on the field talking with Paige here shortly. So stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Spirit of the Youth Empowered. Circle Nation School in Wapaton, North Dakota is now accepting employee and student applications for the upcoming school year. The mission of Circle Nation School is to build academic achievement and foster healthier development of the whole child in an intertribal environment in grades 4 through 8. For more information, please visit our website at circlenations.org or find us on Facebook or Instagram. Come join the Circle Nations family. It's a school experience and a life experience. Spirit of the Youth Empowered.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Hey there. So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope. They're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
cha-ching.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Watch me. Watch me shine with every snap. Born to move fans, to cheer and clap. 2 different legs, that's how I play. One built from science to help me on the deck. Between these lines, I'm all heart and muscle. Don't stare too long, you'll miss the hustle. Watch me. Pioneers in prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Watch me. Watch me pirouette with style and grace. An open floor of inspiration. This is my place. 5 positions to start, leotard and tights. A story through movement, under music and lights. Straight and tall, they promised I'd stand. I'm a ballerina who twirls like the blades of a fan. Watch me. Innovative scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
The Hoops.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention back to the field. Representing the employee owners of OK Tire Store is Sam Grantham, who is here today to present a special donation to the North Dakota Shrine Bowl. At OK Tire, giving back to the community is a core value. Throughout the year, employee owners have the opportunity to contribute a portion of each paycheck to support the El Zagel Shrine and Shriners Hospitals for Children. In 2024, OK Tire's employee owners raised an impressive $16,751 through this voluntary effort. Today, we are proud to announce that $10,000 of that total is being donated directly to this incredible event, the 51st Annual North Dakota Shrine Bowl. OK Tire is honored to continue supporting the mission of the Shriners and everything this game represents. Please join us in thanking OK Tire Store and their employee owners for this generous contribution.
been like?
It's been awesome. The banquet was very amazing. Everyone's speeches were very touching. And, I think what was really cool was the 4 football players that came up and said something. And it was really actually heartfelt. Typically boys that age, it's like, oh, whatever. But I think, it made me feel like, okay, we got something through them that, like, they actually are here playing for a good cause.
Yeah, Brian and I mentioned it during the broadcast on the football game too, that those 4 boys did a nice job. So it's again with you. I just want to say I'm impressed with your speech that you gave too as well. And one of the things that you talked about was being brave, and we heard the bio that Mike Carr read for you there. I'll tell you what, being brave is something you've done well.
Well, thank you. Yes, I wouldn't have always considered myself brave, but I think after the situation, I kind of always sat there and questioned, why did this happen to me? And, why would this happen to me? But then during like the healing process and the recovery process, you just have to find that inner light and that inner fight to keep going. And I think such is life. Not everything's going to go your way, and that you're not in control of everything. It's like, you have to be brave to keep going in some circumstances, and to find that inner bravery, it's just really important.
And there is a website or a YouTube video of your story, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Rewriting Destiny is what it's called. And I'll tell you what, there were some pictures and things in there, folks. I hurt. Were you?
Well, yeah. So. But I think it's good for people to see those pictures and to see me now, because I'm not lying when I say, when people ask me, what do you mean you've been through this? And I pull up one picture and they're like, oh my gosh, how are you look like this? And I'm like, seriously, Shriners, so they skin grafted my skin in ways that, other hospitals don't have the opportunity to do, because Shriners has different resources, because they're an amazing specialized hospital in Texas. And so it's just amazing to be able to say, hey, I looked like this back then, and here I am now, just to, show that Shriners is really the best.
So did you go to the Rose Parade this past New Year's, or is it coming up?
This past New Year's, we were in the parade. So we were the winning float of roses. They have different awards, and so that means if you're that winner, you get 5 minutes on media corner. And let me just tell you, everyone is screaming. There's cameras everywhere. We're just waving. And then what was really cool, so last year Mickey and Minnie Mouse did it. So Mickey Mouse threw the football, and they do like this animated commercial thing for it to like connect to the bowl game. So I handed the football to Grayson, and he threw it. So it was really cool, and it allowed for more airtime for Shriners to get some circulation out there for people to find out.
Before we get more into personal thing, just talk about Shriners themselves. I mean, you just had a great experience there in the float, and you talked about your history with your health, and just talk about Shriners in general and how much you gave them great credit in there, but let's just do it right here, right now, too.
Yeah. I mean, so if you think about it, it's Shriners, the fraternity, is a group of men that come together in their free time. They do not at all have to do this. This is... And a lot of it's, coming from their own pockets to get things done, and then they're creating these fundraisers in their own time, getting, like, not with their wives, not with their families, but they're making money for Shriners Children's Hospital. And whenever I was in the hospital, there was, Shriners there, and we didn't necessarily know what they were, the fraternity side, and they were taking my parents to their hotel room for free. And, it's just a question mark. I really think, people just see the fezzes and they're like, oh, okay, they're a fraternity, but it's really much deeper than that. They take care of you, wraparound care, just as much as the hospital does. I think they both go so well together, but what they do to raise money is truly mind-blowing. It's amazing.
It is amazing, and they do such a great job. I'm impressed every year that we come here and interview the international ambassadors like yourself every year, and it's truly fun. All right, let's have a little fun now, okay? It's been all business. What do you like to do for fun? Do you play video games? You like going to movies? What do you do for fun?
I actually have a job. I love to work. I like to keep busy. I have a job. I work at a boutique, so retail and kind of talking with people every day is fun. I mean, I'm in school, so I like to keep busy. I like to go to the gym. I like to hang out with my friends, but I mean, really this year I've been traveling a lot, which I think I've picked up a travel bug in me. I think now after this year I'm going to be like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be like, when's my next flight? And there's not going to be a flight. So I think now I'm going to be traveling. I think that's going to be my new hobby, actually.
Good for you. Well, is there much more traveling for the Shriners after this?
So after this trip, actually, it's my last trip, but then I leave Tuesday to go to Atlanta, which is called Session, where they bring out the new Imperial Potentate and the two new international patient ambassadors. So I say my goodbyes, and then they bring the new ones in.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's good.
Okay. What are you, and then you're going to school too, correct? All right, so where are you going to school and what are you taking?
I'm in South Louisiana Community College. I'm studying business management, which actually right now I'm doing 4 online classes. Accounting, intro to theater, how fun, economics, and introduction to marketing. So it's been fun, and then I'm going to graduate in December. I'm kind of a semester behind because I've taken it light the past year because haven't really been home at all.
Well, you've got a full slate of activities there for sure. A guy from North Dakota, I got to ask a young lady from Louisiana, have you ever been gator hunting?
I have not been gator hunting, but I have been very close to see it happen. So it's actually kind of, so they host these gator hunts, and like a lot of people come. Like last year, Donald Trump Jr. was there. It was kind of random, but he was there, and it's like a big shindig. They have like tents and all the things up, and then they go and they hunt for alligators. And then I don't know if you've ever heard of swamp people, where they're like, shoot them, shoot them. We fish in there. Yes, we fish in the same lake as Lake Barrett. So we sometimes see them alligator hunting in their traps and stuff. We see it all the time.
Well, we could sit here and talk for another half hour, B-Dub, but I suppose we better wrap it up and let you go, Paige. But again, it's been a treat to meet you. And are you? Can I ask you one more question? Are you doctoring now? I mean, do you have to go back and see the doctors from time to time, or just?
The only time I go back, I'm a case study, so they just kind of check up on the things that they need to know because they use what they did to me on patients now, which is also very cool.
That's pretty cool. All right, Paige. Again, I thank you very much, and I appreciate you being here. We're going to send it back up to you, Brian, and you take the commercial, and we'll wrap it up here. We'll go to commercial break, and we'll be right back on Three Borders with the second half after these messages.
Boys and girls basketball preview. The Hoopster and Miss Hoopster provide information on all North Dakota boys and girls basketball teams in every high school division for the upcoming season. Find out who's playing, get to know all the top returning athletes, and check out North Dakota high school basketball past and present record holders, along with other. The Hoopster offers a variety of advertising packages. For more information, visit IndyHoopster.com or visit The Hoopster on Facebook or X. We'll see you on the court.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Watch me. Here I stand on my own 2 feet. Jump shot intact, here to compete. Skilled hands were there to mend the bone. From loving halls that brought me home. My world stopped with a drive through the lane. Now give me the ball. You'll remember my name. Watch me. Orthopedic excellence at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
I'm here to personally invite you
to join First Community Credit Union. I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same? No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
great rates
and less fees.
So come see why life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Spirit of the Youth Empowered. Circle Nation School in Wapaton, North Dakota is now accepting employee and student applications for the upcoming school year. The mission of Circle Nation School is to build academic achievement and foster healthier development of the whole child in an intertribal environment in grades 4 through 8. For more information, please visit our website at circlenations.org or find us on Facebook or Instagram. Come join the Circle Nations family. It's a school experience and a life experience. Spirit of the Youth Empowered.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make
cha-ching
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Well, I forgot to plug our halftime show, and our halftime show was brought to you by Red River Communications. Red River Communications, fiber fast internet, and they got all kinds of stuff. I got them at home too. They're pretty good.
I'm going to be getting them at home too. We can
Are you finally getting
them in my neighborhood? They're digging in our neighborhood right now. So once they're done, I'm
high rent district. You're finally getting.
I'm going to switch over.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. How about Paige? She's pretty cool.
That was a great interview, dude.
I don't know.
That was pretty good.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I think I was more nervous. I know I was more nervous than her.
She is very well spoken and a good representative for the Shriners.
What is it? A couple years ago, we had that little 10-year-old guy or whatever he was. Remember, he could talk. He could He could sell a car to anybody.
He could. But
yeah, I'd like to see what happened to that guy. But Paige was a great interview, and I want to thank them. And again, Red River Communications, our halftime show sponsor. And I got a bunch more text messages. Again,
you want to throw some out there? I got to say that Chad's watching.
Oh, yeah, Chad's watching. Get well soon, Chad.
I'm just going to say, hey, thanks, Chad.
Oh,
he got me doing double duty here. So
yeah, he's got.
I know he's got stuff going on, but I just want to let him know I'm doing double duty here. My head's spinning right now. So
you poor guy.
Yeah.
They did put 12 minutes on the clock. We thought they were going to put 3 more minutes on, but they did not.
Yeah, it's not a regular game.
I got to run quick again. Travis Lamar and family watching Bryson Heck, and all the way from an Alaskan cruise. We're on an Alaskan cruise with people.
I wish I was on an Alaskan cruise.
That's
right
a bucket list, isn't it?
That is on my list. I got two states to go, and Alaska's one.
Bryson Heck, thank you very much. Let's see. 82, not 52. 82 is Blake Johnson from West Fargo Horace. She said 52 in the first message, or did I read that wrong? And the kickoff is going to go to the near side, picked up at about the 18-yard line, and met there by a host of West players. And on the carry there on the kick return, was Swenson, Kylan Swenson again. So, yeah, I messed up there. Let's see, did she? No, it did say 52. She meant to say 82, Blake Johnson from Horace. So
there we go.
That's what it is. Justin's cheering on from West Seattle, Washington, for my talented nephew, Ole Taylor from Bismarck Century.
I like Seattle.
Seattle, Washington, as my Nebraska sister-in-law would say.
Number 7, Wehrmeyer, the ball
Wehrmeyer on the carry there, brings it up forward for a gain. It'll be second and about 5 on the carry by Wehrmeyer. We're in the third quarter now. Again, we got the 9-man football game coming up next year for everybody. We'll be covering that. Ole Taylor from Bismarck Century. Where did my sheet go? What did I do with that? Here it is. Oof, and almost as on the handoff. Look at Trayton Malk grind there. Brian, he gets it up forward for a carry of about 12 or 13 yards. Good enough for a first down for the senior from Wahpeton, North Dakota.
Yeah, he just keeps those legs churning and somebody had a hold of his jersey. He's dragging another guy, and like I said, his size can just keep it going.
I saw his dad down there when I came back up from the interview with Paige, and I saw Trayton's dad down there, and he said, defenses are a lot tougher in this All-Star game.
Yeah, they are.
And there's another carry forward there for a gain of maybe 2 yards by Wehrmeyer.
Yeah, normally you're playing against somebody who's got 1 or 2, good defensive players. And Trayton's able to do some damage, but here you've got all of those good 1s and 2s out here on the field at the same time.
Trey stepped into the backfield again here. Sieg alongside of him. The handoff goes up the middle to Trayton Malk, and he'll get forward, maybe carries it forward for a gain of 2. Met there by a host of white jerseys. They're going to give Charles Richter credit for the tackle.
Yeah, I think he was there first.
I think I saw Caleb Mortensen there too as well from Stanley.
3rd and 3.
I had to ask her about the Gators.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was like she wasn't expecting that, and she's like, "Oh, let me tell you a story."
Like that, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
she goes in the same lake that the Swamp people go on. There's a carry on the near side and across for a first down near the 40-yard line on a nice carry there by Kylan Swenson.
And the East come out here to start the second half, moving the ball.
Jolliffe is how the PA announcer just mentioned his name.
Is it? Oh, Jolliffe. Did you get a?
Apparently you don't. No, I didn't. I haven't seen it yet.
Get a correction there.
I'll let you know. Ball in the 41. We'll go with Jolliffe. Again, I don't think the East has changed that set at all, have they? They just run variations out of it, keeping it simple. On the carry by Max Zawiski, DGF.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Watching from Foley, Alabama, my nephew Axel Anderson and the other Horace Hawks, Mason and Blake. Foley, Alabama.
We're getting out there.
We are. How about that? That's pretty cool that people are letting other people know that we're on here. 2nd and about a long 8, we'll say, and the handoff right up the middle to Wehrmeyer. Gets it forward, carries it again, grinds it out, Brian, 4 yards on the carry. Noni is watching from Cecilia, Louisiana, cheering for Tristan Stallsworth of number 20 from Dickinson. And Papa is watching too.
Kind of cool to see like these players have family all over the place, and they're tuning in and watching.
20, Tristan Stallsworth, 5'10", 225 from Dickinson, North Dakota. I think we've called his name yet, but hopefully you see him on the screen once in a while. There's a keeper, and a pitch kind of lands on the ground there, but it's picked up on the hop there, just like a shortstop. Carried it forward. There was Kylan Swenson once again, and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage after that.
Yeah, that ball bounced on the ground.
Yeah, it did.
And just fortunate to be able to pick that thing up and get moving forward. So it'll be 4th and 3.
I believe Josh Bickett is the quarterback. Yeah, it is. And he was being ankle tackled there, and he got rid of the ball on the pitch just in time. 4th and 3. And it's off to Trayton Malk. Let's see if he can get it. He does get across the 30, and that's enough for a first down for Trayton Malk. So good carry by the Wahpeton Husky.
Let's do a little inside trap dive and give it to the little guy and see if he can pick up the first down.
Get in amongst all those big guys. Yep, Chad Affield High. Get well soon, Chad. Laffer. Not Laffer. What did I say? Laffer. The Leffer family. Laffer family.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I'm winging it. The handoff this time is a keeper by Bickett. He's going to cross the 30, 25, down inside the 25, maybe to the 24. So on the keeper, Bickett kind of faked everybody out on the bootleg and went around the outside.
I wonder if it was kind of a broken play. I don't think so. I think it was a called play, but it looked like he was looking for somebody to give that thing to, and then he went around the end.
Joliffe.
Yep.
The E is silent. Yeah. So you are welcome. Peyton is our grandson. His dad, Eric, played in the Montana Shrine game. How about that?
There we go.
Got all kinds of, even me, I'm a Shriner.
You're a Shriner by name, though.
Oh, I got extra letters.
Yeah, it's not even spelled right.
Well,
I mean, it's not.
7:04 and counting here, second and a short 5 for the East in motion. First time they broke that set. And they'll pitch it to Malk. He'll come to the near side and get tackled there. And a nice couple tackles there, chased down by Drew Zwack and also Noah Jepson.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. And we're talking about, having all these all-stars on one team. Mm-hmm. I think in a regular game, Trayton's able to stutter and get outside, but against really good players, you got a bunch of them on one team. It's really kind of tough to slow down there and stutter and try and get around that end.
4K mobile DJ watching from Watford City, Amari Francis's stepdad from Devil's Lake. Thank you. Oh, got lost on that one. They went Wehrmeyer up the middle, and I don't think he quite made it. Did he mark it? See where they mark it. He might get the first down there on that carry, did Wehrmeyer.
That's going to be close, and they give it to him.
They just give it to him. 4K mobile DJ watching from Watford City, Amari Francis's stepdad from Devil's Lake. Thank you for tuning in and watching Three Border Sports. Rooting for our Century Patriots from Bismarck, Maxine Herr, pronounced her. Sorry, Herr, it's pronounced her, like his and her.
There we go.
So, Maxine, thanks for watching, tuning in Three Border Sports. And Bickett hands off to Trayton Malk. He's trying to get around the left side. The little guy's legs keep turning with 4 white jerseys on him.
Tackle made by number 40, Chavez.
Josh Chavez getting credit for the tackle again. He was the speaker at the banquet today.
Brings up second
I don't think I gave the Hustle Award. The Hustle Award went to number 27 for the West team. That was Mason Eichhorn from Minot. He got the Hustle Award. Second in, a long 6. Beckett turns around again to Malk. Oh, and he almost had that. Oh, and he still breaks a tackle, Brian. He got across the 10 for a first down. Nice carry by Trayton Malk.
Yeah, he's just able to bounce around. He kind of like Barry Sanders a little bit, hard to bring down, very shifty, very quick, and able to pick up a couple there when he thought he had nothing.
Let's go, Caden Kraft. The Pilk family from Arizona, Caden Kraft, number 17.
You're getting tested today.
I am. Sorry, folks, I think I pronounced all that right. That was pretty easy. And Wehrmeyer goes up the middle, churning and spinning, and it's going to be second and goal from about the 5-yard line. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards for Wehrmeyer.
And 20, Stolberg.
10-7 in favor of the East right now. They lead the West. First quarter was kind of a West field-dominated quarter. But it ended up the East leading 7-0 at the end of one. Wehrmeyer, Trayton Malk back in the backfield, and to the right side will be Sieg.
Wehrmeyer's already got 1 touchdown.
Sieg comes off the left tackle, gets forward, maybe a gain of 2.
21 Swenson, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 40, Chavez.
Chavez in there again for another tackle.
Pennington family watching from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Cheering on number 67, Amari Francis. That's so fun.
The third goal, ball is on the 3.
How this game brings people from across the country to watch North Dakota football. That's pretty cool.
Some good football, too.
3rd and goal, ball marked on the 3. Pickett under center is going to be a keeper, and that was close to a tush push almost, but not quite.
I don't know if he dropped that.
He did go down in a hurry, didn't he? So now it's 4th and short. See if we try a field goal again, or are we going to try to go for 6? Doesn't look like you got much on that one. They're not moving the stick very far, Brian. It's still 4th and goal from about the 3-yard line. Here comes Trayton Malk and also Cale Sieg, first team defensive player in the state of North Dakota from Harvey Wells County.
Maybe bounce this thing outside, a little play action, a little tight end, let the tight end slip.
Snap, fake, and there's Bickett following Wehrmeyer. I don't think he quite got in there.
Well, the ball came out there at the
ball
end.
Came out anyway. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 3-yard line for the West, Brian.
So the West hold and keep this thing close. 10-7, East still leads, but the West with a big stop there.
Here we go. We finally got it. Thank you. Casey Macheski's Aunt Amanda is watching from Dilworth and wants you to know that she is proud of him. It's pronounced Macheski.
There we go.
Thank you, Aunt Amanda. She's watching in Dilworth. That's where my grandsons live.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball on about, they're going to say the 3-yard line. Looks almost the 4 from here, but we'll say the 3. We'll go with the scoreboard. Carol Bradshaw, shout out to the 9 West team. Well, we'll have the 9 West coming up here soon, Carol.
And that might be they might put some points on the board in 9-man. They might.
It's going to be fun. And the defenses here are taking, as Bergerud just barely gets out of the end zone, Brian. He might even lost a yard. We'll see how they move the stick. It'll be 2nd down. He maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, we got the 9-man game coming up here. Brady Bickett, rooting for my little brother Josh from Glendale, Arizona. Brady Bickett. Josh Bickett.
I think Heck came back in the game.
Okay. Bryson Heck in the game. He's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Takes a snap. He's in the end zone. He does get rid of it quick on a slant inside, and it's a pass completion for a 1st down to Tristan Ulmer at Mandan. 6'3", 205 receiver made that slant pass work.
Yeah, just a quick slant and just wide open there. And a good Heck put it right on the money, and they give themselves a little room here getting out of the shadow of the end zone.
So Brady Bickett cheering on little brother Josh. Coach Farrington from Horace cheering on his 3 Horace players, Johnson, and Anderson. There's a law firm.
I was going to say, that sounds like a law firm.
Thanks, Coach Farrington, for watching 3 Border Sports Network, cheering on your former team members. 1st and 10 now for the West. Ball on the 21.5-yard line. Handoff to Burkhardt, and he'll not quite get back to the line of scrimmage. If he does, he just barely made it back. He just got across the 20. The ball was spotted at the 21.
Yeah, Majerus was there, and also Wicklow in on that tackle.
Tyler Swang from Harvey Wells County, 6'3", 185. He's up. Looks like he's in a linebacker position, but he's almost in the spot where he could be a defensive lineman. Getting down in the 4-point. And the pass goes over into the slot position, and it's completed for about a 4-yard gain to Volson.
Number 8, Wilson.
Just right up the seam. Picked up a little gain there. Going to be 3rd and 5.
We have had no scoring here in the 3rd quarter, and we're down to the last 23 seconds. Hard to see on the scoreboard, we know, because the sun is washing it out there, folks. It's good to see Messi Halinda back in. Injured his arm earlier in the first half. Snap goes up high, complete over to the far side, and then again, another 1st down completed over there to Ulmer. So we found a little combination there, Brian, between Bergerud and Ulmer.
Yeah, just a little quick out route, and Ulmer running a nice route. Nice looking receiver there.
And that is the end of the third quarter. So no scoring here in the third quarter. The East leads the West 10-7 in the 11-man All-Star game here in the Shrine All-Star game in Mayville, North Dakota. We'll be right back with more and the fourth quarter coming up after this.
Watch me shine with every snap. Born to move fans, to cheer and clap. 2 different legs, that's how I play. One built from science to help me on the day. Between these lines, I'm all heart and muscle. Don't stare too long, you'll miss the hustle. Watch me. Pioneers in prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Jerome Berg Field here at the campus of the Mayville State University Comets. And we're starting quarter number 4. Brian and the Kyle DeVries family, they're watching in Wahpeton.
Oh, there we go.
Trayton Malk and the rest of the East squad here. Kyle DeVries. And there's a pitch forward. That should be an incomplete pass, should it not?
I think it is.
It is. That's what the outside line judges are calling. When a little pitch forward like that, it is counted as a pass.
Still a forward pass.
Yep. So neither one of us got excited. I think some of the guys on the East squad got excited.
They're like, get on that thing.
Get on that thing. Well, when you see a loose ball, you gotta
get on it.
Absolutely. So Kyle DeVries and family. Kyle DeVries is our local Farmers Union insurance provider in Wahpeton, and we want to thank Farmers Union Insurance for sponsoring our pregame show. Kyle DeVries been with us as a sponsor since day one on Three Borders Sports Network. You going to let me do some more of these? Or
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. So let's do another couple more. Well, look at there. How about that name? Oh, he's typing some more, so we'll wait with him. Just realized you're announcing the Shrine game. My nephew is Isaac, number 4, Isaac Spellhog from Kindred. I'm watching from home. Too hot for the kids. So, yes, we are doing the Shrine game, and appreciate you tuning in and cheering on the East squad. And Isaac Spellhog, we haven't mentioned his name yet today. We mentioned his name a lot in basketball.
In basketball, I was going to say he's a good basketball player.
Absolutely a good basketball player. So here's a name for you that we haven't. We hear from him once in a while. Hi, Joe and Brian. Thanks for broadcasting the game. Our buddy Ned Cluton is watching.
How about that? Ned Cluton way up there in Devils Lake.
He's watching Trayton Malk, of course, and Oliver Worth and Amari Francis. Amari Francis. Made me look good, Joe. Sorry, man. I didn't read that far ahead. Ned, you can never look bad, man. Ned Cluton, good friend of Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in and watching up in the big city of Devil's Lake. Not too far from here, actually. Hopefully they had decent weather last night. All right, Brian, here we go. It's 2nd and 10 now for the West. Dropping back and throwing to the other side, and pass completed to Bossert.
Cale Thompson and Chris Titus in there on that tackle.
Titus from Oaks. Good friend Carla is from Oaks. So now it'll be 3rd down and about 7 yards here. Trying to, let's see here. We'll find that in a little bit. 3rd and a long 7 here. Bergerud steps back, looks across the middle, and steps forward in the pocket, and he's tackled for a sack and a loss in the pocket. And his jersey's all scrunched up underneath his shoulder pads, Brian. It's number 72.
Number 72.
Riley Lang.
Riley Lang in there from Fargo Davies.
Yeah, I just did that. So now it'll be 4th and 14 here for the West. As the clock continues to wind, it's a 10-7 lead for the East. Amble back deep along with Abdurham. And that's going to go to the other side, land at the numbers, and it's going to, and it takes another hop, goes down inside the 15, still rolling to the 14, and finally down there by the West squad. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the East squad at about the 14-yard line on their own side of the 50-yard line.
Decent punt.
Everybody looks pretty good here, Brian, for being as warm as it is down there.
You were down on the field. Is it warmer down there?
It's not that bad.
No.
The breeze was kind of blowing from east to west. In other words, on your camera shot there, from right to left. Well, that was Taya Spellhog there that texted in there and said that she was cheering on Isaac. So thanks, Taya. From a former Kindredite. 10:17 to go in quarter number 4. In the East, in that same lineup, Brian, if you were a wide receiver and you came to play in the East squad, you might not be seeing a lot of action.
Right, they keep that thing on the ground.
Special teams, maybe. The carry goes around the far side on the reverse by Macheski.
Had everybody full, but the backside kept their assignments and stayed home.
Yep.
Not able to get around the outside there.
And that's important, We've talked about that many times through our seasonal broadcasts with the Cowboys and the Huskies that we do. And backside help. There you go. So again, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball on about the 13-yard line. Looks like the 14 from here, but we'll call it the 13-yard line because that's what the scoreboard is saying. Taking his time under center now is Talon Thorson. He'll take the snap, hand it off, and goes up the middle. Carried by Trayton Malk. He'll get a couple yards on the carry. What do we got here?
By number 33, Zwack. Makes it 3rd and 6 for the East.
3rd and 6 now. So it'll be interesting here to see what Coach Wehrmeyer will do, Brian, if he ends up getting the 4th down. He gambled a couple times early in the first quarter with an onside kick attempt.
You got a 3-point lead. You got 8:52 to go.
And he's still got 12 seconds to go on the play clock, so Thorson taking his time, and he goes up under center and takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right, and he's looking down into the flat, and it's a nice pass, and it's completed up around the 25-yard line on a pass completion to Kylan Swenson from Kindred.
Just a well-designed play, a little roll out there, and find the receiver in the flat, and Swenson open, able to carry that for the 1st down.
With the 1st down, that stops the clock because he ran out of bounds as well. So 8:37 to go here in quarter number 4, a 10-7 lead.
A lot of times these guys, these quarterbacks, they have receivers at home that they're used to throwing to. And you get a new guy, you just, you don't know if you have that same comfort level. But these guys are doing a good job putting things together.
Thorson hands it off to Trayton Malk.
Number 50, Jepson on the stop.
Jepson was on the stop from Kildare. He kind of smothers Trayton Malk a little bit there.
A little bit.
6'1", 220, and Trayton Malk comes in at 5'10", 150. Some folks here along the stadium, they're trying to find shade anywhere they can. The breeze was not bad, though, Brian. It really was. It was not bad on the field. Not as bad as I thought it would be.
I'm going to say it's a little bit cooler out here than it was in the gym
I think it was.
this morning.
I honestly agree. 2nd and 9. Handoff goes up the middle. Wehrmeyer on the carry gets flattened there.
Tackle made by number 40, Chavez.
Also on the tackle there was
Chavez on the tackle again.
Joliffe was there too.
Said Chavez's name quite a bit.
Yeah.
For the East.
And we'll have the 9-man game coming up next. We'll talk about those award winners and the speakers that they had as well. Let's see, number 76, is he out there? Jake Foss, I got to give him a shout out here just for what they said about him at the banquet. I'll get to that. Handoff goes up the middle to Wehrmeyer, breaking through, breaks the tackle, gets up near the 39-yard line, and then carries it enough for a first down for the East.
Just a workhorse today.
Yeah,
picking up another first down, been in the end zone. Scored the only touchdown for the East.
And we got a timeout. We're going to take a timeout for a water break here with 7 minutes to go, Brian. 7:10 to go on the scoreboard. We're going to take a break as well as the players take a water break here in the fourth quarter. And we'll be right back for more of the North Dakota Shrine All-Star Game coming up next. The East leads the West 10-7.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Watch.
All right, welcome back to the Jerome Berg Field here on the campus of Mayville State University. I'm Joe Schreiner. He is the one and only legend from UND, Brian Watson.
Harvard of the North.
Yeah, you are.
We were just up there. We were up there for team camp.
You did?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I played 6 games.
Well, that's why you were late getting here last night.
Right. Yep. Had to go all the way back to WAP
6
and then
games.
come back here.
Oh, we got Adam Schreiner over on the camera, too. We got to mention him. So thanks, Adam. All right, it is 1st and 10 here for the East, and a carry is by, and the ball was out after he was tackled by Trayton Malk. Trayton Malk on the carry.
Oh, Charles Richter on the tackle there of
yeah.
Bismarck St. Mary's and played a good hit on Trayton.
That looked like a wrestling move there in WWE. So a little bit of a loss for the East. Not much of a loss, so they're not marking it. Trayton was thrown backwards there, but I think first contact was made almost at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10. With this 3-back set that the East is using, Brian, I think the West is starting to get used to some of the looks that they're seeing. So if they changed it up here, they might be able to get a big breaker here. We'll see what they do here on 2nd and 10. Thorson hands it off. And again, met in the backfield, not getting back to the line of scrimmage, I do not believe, was Cale Sieg from Harvey Wells County. So now it's going to be 3rd and a long 10. Checking into the game for the East is Wehrmeyer once again, along with Macheski. I'm sure glad we learned how to pronounce that name. Thank you for sending me the correct pronunciation. I didn't get time to walk down on the field and talk to the coaches to get pronunciations today.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, so tough to get around and, do the normal, game day routine.
Game prep.
With us doing the banquet.
Thorson back in the pocket. Now he sees an opening. He's going to take off, and he breaks a tackle, gets across the 50, the 40, the 30, comes back inside across the 25, down to the 22-yard line. A heck of a carry here. Nearly 40 yards.
Nearly took it all the way in there.
Sure
Finally
did.
taken down there by Ryan Gerving out of Shiloh Christian.
That's what the East needed to do there in that 3-back set. They keep seeing everybody else carrying the ball, but Thorson had to break out of there, and he did for a big gain.
I think that was intended to be a pass, and no one
I think
opened.
it was, yeah. So a gain of about 37 yards-ish. The clock is running 5:12 and counting here for the East. The East leads the West 10-7. Thorson, handoff right to Trayton Malk, straight up the belly. And the 150-pounder from Wahpeton goes up the middle for a gain of about 5 yards.
Stop was made by number 72, Wrench.
9-man game coming up next here on Three Borders Sports Network. Scheduled kickoff at 6 o'clock. We'll probably be on the air a little bit before that, obviously.
Give us a little time to have a little break. We're now maybe.
I hope so.
Get a little snack.
Well, you can.
Well, we got to do something. I got to stay fueled.
I got to watch my weight.
Stay fueled and hydrated.
Hydrated, yes. Wehrmeyer in the backfield with Trayton Melk. Oh, and a bobble on the snap, and Wehrmeyer quickly to cover it up. Also in the backfield was Swenson, but that snap was bobbled right away there, and Wehrmeyer quick to cover it up, and now we're going to be back to 3rd and 9. So a loss of about 4 on that one.
So the West has to hold here. Trailing by just a field goal. Need to get a stop here with just 3:50 to go.
See, Mike McCall is keeping an eye on you too, huh?
Yeah, he's just checking up on some. I got.
He's busy down there. That guy's busy. He said he's going to be the chairman next year.
Evidently.
I heard that rumor.
Yeah. So then we really can, hold his feet to the fire.
I think the East is taking it down here to the clock, and it's 3 seconds on the clock. 2, 1, and a timeout is going to be taken with 3:24 on the board. We'll take a timeout as well. Teams are going to take a break. First timeout taken here by the East squad. We'll be right back. 10-7 is the score, and the East leads the West.
Watch me pirouette with style and grace. An open floor of inspiration. This is my place. 5 positions to start, leotard and tights. A story through movement, under music and lights. Straight and tall, they promised I'd stand. I'm a ballerina who twirls like the blades of a fan. Watch me. Innovative scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
The Hoopster, North Dakota boys and girls basketball preview. The Hoopster and Miss Hoopster provide information on all North Dakota boys and girls basketball teams in every high school division for the upcoming season. Find out who's playing, get to know all the top returning athletes, and check out North Dakota high school basketball past and present record holders, along with other information the Hoopster and Miss Hoopster has to offer. If your organization is interested in reaching North Dakota basketball fans, the Hoopster offers a variety of advertising packages. For more information, visit indiehoopster.com or visit the Hoopster on Facebook or X. We'll see you on the court.
The Hoopster. That's a pretty cool magazine. If you're into basketball at all, folks, check that thing out. That is pretty cool what he does, Perry and his crew.
It helps us with our job, that's for sure. Broadcasting
does.
helps me as a coach as well with scouting.
In motion. Fake the handoff to Mauk, and the keeper, Thorson, look at him squirt up the middle there. He gets close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it, Brian, but it was Thorson on the keeper.
Oh, he's energized now after that big gain.
Yeah. Ball looks like it's placed right on the 8-yard line, and he's got about a yard to go, so it's 4th and 1. Do you field goal or do you try to convert? And Thorson walking and taking his time over here again toward the sideline. We might get another timeout here in about 25 seconds.
I think you are going to get another one here.
So we interviewed Paige at the halftime of the first game here just a little while ago here. The halftime show brought to you by Red River Communications. Our Red River Communications halftime show in Game 2, the 9-man game, we'll interview Jason Kaufman. He's the football chair here for the Shrine Committee. Paige had to take off, so we won't be able to interview Paige.
Yeah, we'll get some information, though, from Mr. Kaufman.
Yep.
This will be his last year.
I think so.
And Mr. Mike McCall will be taking his place.
That's what we're told, yeah. That's what we're told. We want to thank all of our sponsors here. Red River Communications, again, our halftime show sponsor. North Dakota State College of Science, our scoreboard sponsor. And also Farmers Union Insurance, our pregame show sponsor, Farmers Union Insurance. They've got their name out there all over the place. And Kyle DeVries, our local agent in Wahpeton, has been so kind to Three Borders Sports Network, and we appreciate all that Kyle has done for us. We just talked about the Hoopster magazine. If you got any kind of baseball inkling in you in the state of North Dakota, check out the Hoopster, Perry and the crew. First Community Credit Union, they're with us again today. Circle the Nation School. How about that?
How about that, yeah?
Circle the Nation School in Wahpeton.
Yep, looking for students, and if you're looking for a job, also taking employment applications as well for the upcoming school year.
Website is?
www.circleofnations.org.
.org, folks. Circleofnations.org. Essentia Health, our starting lineup sponsor, and Essentia Health, a big sponsor for the banquet that we had as well. And in Gate City, we're going to have our post-game show brought to you by Gate City Bank. At the conclusion of this game, it'll be a short one because we'll have to get ready for the next one, but we'll come back and we'll have a post-game show. And the handoff goes up the middle. I don't think they got it, Brian.
Oh, boy.
The West boys are pretty confident that it is a turnover on downs. They handed off to Wehrmeyer, and he did not get anywhere and did not get the first down.
That was like a reverse tush-push. They brought everybody right up the middle and just jammed it up and not able to get an inch. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Nice job by the East there.
Now the pressure for the East goes back onto the defensive side of the ball. Gunnar Majerus, number 89. I just seen him walk in there for the defensive line. I don't think I've mentioned his name yet today. See if I can find some others. Oh, I wanted to mention Jake Foss, number 76. Do we see him anywhere?
76.
Oh, he just came off the field. Jake Foss from Grand Forks, Red River. At the banquet today, they recognized him as the big boy punt catcher of the year.
Right, yeah.
So they had all defensive and offensive linemen line up and catch punts, and I guess big Jake Foss.
Well, they joked that they might put him back there.
Yeah, they did. Again, pass complete near the 18-yard line and almost up to the 20-yard line on a pass from Bryson Heck. And again, he found, I don't want to say his favorite receiver, but his favorite receiver of the second half so far, Tristan Ulmer.
You know, Ulmer doing a good job, like I said, running some good routes, and Heck able to find him.
Got out of bounds to stop the clock, 2:20 to go. Heck got the signal from the sideline. He's got 10 seconds to go. He got to hurry up. 7, 6, 5. Heck looked like he's ready to go. 3, 2, snap. A little bit high. Heck handles it. He'll pass it downfield, and it's nothing but blue jerseys. There's 4 blue jerseys, Brian, and 2 white jerseys. Threw it into big coverage.
Yeah, just overthrew him there. And the West, you know, got it dialed up. They know they have to put the ball in the air, and then good coverage there.
Pass intended for Caden Kraft and or Braden Meshke. It's a long ways to run when it's hot, when it's 85 degrees.
And then you got to run back.
Yeah, then you got to come back and do it all over again. Bryson Heck in the backfield alongside of him. He's got Burkhardt. Man in motion coming to the near side. He'll step back. Looks across the middle and leaves the pocket. He'll go over to the right and throw the pass complete, I think, at the 37. It is completed, and the pass is completed to Lucas. Kalen Lucas from Bismarck Legacy.
Well, West moving. Sorry, the East moving. West moving down the field here, able to get out of bounds and stop the clock as well. Two minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, how about that? Holden Deutsch on the line there for Shanley on this end. Had some shout-outs for him. Pass complete on the far side, but only a gain of about 2 or 3, and they're going to blow the whistle and stop the clock. Pass completed to Reggie Bruner. He caught the touchdown pass back in the second quarter, an 11-yard touchdown pass.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Ball is on there.
So we know, Brian, we've seen Bryson Heck throw the ball before.
Oh, yes, we have.
He is stepping back in the pocket and doing his job. A minute 46 to go. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the right. Near side nearest to the camera. Heck, snap. Drops back, looking to the right. He's going to float it up, and it's knocked up in the air to pick off. And the pass is intercepted. It was knocked up in the air there on the throw. And a pass interception by Hunter Bendis. How about that? Hunter Bendis. I got myself saying it.
Yeah, you do. I don't know who got their hand on the ball.
I didn't see it either.
as Heck was trying to get rid of it, it was tipped as his hand was coming forward, and Bendis is Johnny on the spot. Now you got me doing it.
Now I got you doing it.
Yeah.
So Bendis with the interception, a big interception, Brian, with 1:38 to go here in the game, in the regulation. So let's see now if the East can run out the clock, and stepping back in to run the quarterback position is Josh Bickett. And I would say we're going to see about 3 straight runs of either Wehrmeyer or Wehrmeyer.
I would agree.
Because they've got 2 timeouts left, so if they get 1 first down, it's Victor. Oh, and they're going to hand it off and go around the outside, and then look at him sprint around the outside on a nice little gain there by Kylan Swenson of almost 10 yards.
A little inside counter there, and bounce it outside.
Where are they marking him? They were marking him just short of the first down. But he went out of bounds, Brian, to stop the clock, and I don't think that's what Coach Wehrmeyer
I think
wanted.
you want to try and stay in bounds and keep that clock moving.
Again, Bickett in at quarterback right now. Josh Bickett from Carrington, North Dakota. Under center. Oh, and a bobbled snap, and that's not good for the East. The West say they have it. We'll see what the referee says. Again, when you're changing quarterbacks like that in an all-star game, Brian, that could be trouble for the centers.
Wehrmeyer come up with it again?
I see big number 76, our big boy punt catcher, is in there. Jake Foss came up from the bottom of that pile. And they're saying a timeout here is taken by the West, so I think the East retained possession.
Yeah, I think Wehrmeyer
did we get a clear signal?
With it. They never gave a signal, but I thought I saw Wehrmeyer get up with the ball.
Okay. So let's take a break, Brian. 1:29 to go here in the regulation, and it's the East leading the West 10-7. We'll be right back.
First car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Watch me.
1 minute, 29 seconds to go for an East victory here. They almost gave up the ball here on this last possession, but the East recovered. And it's 3rd and short. And a carry going up the middle, maybe across the 25. It's close to a first down on the carry by Kyle Sieg.
And they are going to move the
first
sticks.
down, so that probably should wrap it up here.
Probably do it.
That is a first down for the East.
So that will do it. We got a couple more shout-outs I got to get you here, Brian. Yards. He's traveling back from Missouri. He's currently in South Dakota watching the game. I hope you're not driving Yards.
I hope not.
Camden Kelson out there driving through. Let's see. We got some on our Facebook page. Let's see if I can get to that here before the clock expires on our Three Borders Sports Network page. Caden Flavin's aunt, uncle, David, Gina Allard are watching from Puerto Morelos, Mexico?
Morales, we'll give you that one.
Okay, thank you. And that's going to be a timeout, so I got a couple more here. Let's see if we can find them here. Tina Kraft says, thanks so much for broadcasting. I'm watching my grandson, number 17, Caden Kraft from Littleton, Colorado. Caden Kraft, number 17 for the West from Minot. Seen him out there a couple times today. So thanks, Tina, for the text. Appreciate it. Yards, travel safe, buddy. Hopefully everything's going okay for you on the way home from Missouri. 54 seconds to go here. Don't forget, folks, to stay tuned for our Gate City postgame show following the conclusion of this game. We'll keep it brief. Brian and I will be back to discuss a few things, and then we'll shut her down and come back for the 9-man game. And that will be a fresh link on our webpage. Again, the good old victory formation, and everybody takes it pretty easy, which is good to see. So a snap and a kneel down. Get the clock inside Get the clock inside the probably 30-second mark, the 25-second mark, and then we'll take another step and call it good. Oh, no, they took that one too soon, but we'll see what they say now. So it's second down. Or that was second down. Now third down coming up.
Yeah, they're going to shake hands now. And
yeah, they'll just let
call
the
it
clock
good,
go.
slap helmets, and say good job.
So first half, it was 10-7, and that's your final score, 10-7. No scoring in the second half. Brian and I will be back for the Gate City Bank postgame show coming up right after this.
Here I stand on my own 2 feet. Jump shot intact, here to compete. Skilled hands were there to mend the bone. From loving halls that brought me home. My world stopped with a drive through the lane. Now give me the ball. You'll remember my name. Watch me. Orthopedic excellence at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
I'm here to personally invite you
To join First Community Credit Union. I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same? No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
Great rates.
and less fees.
So come see why life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Welcome back to Jerome Berg Field here on the campus of Mayville State University. I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson. Three Borders Sports Network, and those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, our own dedicated cable channel on Three Borders Sports Network. Again, thanks everybody for watching, and thanks to all of you for texting in today on our Three Borders Sports Network shout-out line. Our final score here, 10-7 in favor of the 11-man East squad. Brian, at 33 seconds left in the first quarter, Wehrmeyer had the run. Dockin with the kick. It was 7-0. We saw a lot of Wehrmeyer in the first half.
Yeah, we did. Just doing a good job up the middle, able to bounce it outside a little bit, and he was able to take it in for the score. The only touchdown for the East.
Yeah.
And Wehrmeyer, a good back, and I'm sure it's a pleasure for him to play. You know, his last game for his dad in an All-Star game.
Last game for his dad in an All-Star game happened to be. So, yep. And that was the end of the scoring in the first quarter. For the second quarter, the West came to life here at 6:03 mark. Remaining in the second quarter, Bryson Heck to Bruner for an 11-yard pass. And then Heck come in and got the next point for 7 points for Bryson Heck. And the West tied it up at 7-7. Then after that, just as the first half ended, Dockin came in and kicked a 15-yard field goal to make it 10-7, and that at the time was the winning score on a field goal kick by Dockin.
Yeah, you would think, in an All-Star game it's going to be kind of high scoring
right?
or
yep.
whatever.
Yep.
And some of these games that we've done, we've seen a lot of points on the board, but the defense has really stood out today on both teams, and offenses, showing some signs of what they are, some explosive plays or whatever, but really. Two really good defensive squads here.
Fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was.
That's what Kyle DeVries just said, too, so it was a fun game to watch. Old yards he's traveling. So, all right, for Adam Schreiner over on the camera, thank you, Adam, for doing a great job. Brian Watson producing today's show, and all I got to do is talk. So I'm Joe Schreiner, and again, for all of us here at Three Borders Sports Network, your final score, the East 10, the West 7. We'll be back in 35 minutes for the kickoff. We'll be back probably before that for our pregame show.
Yeah, probably so.
All right. We'll see you in a few minutes, folks.